All right, good evening, everybody. Um, Let us see how fast I can do this. All right, so as you know, we're doing some city angles questions, right? All right. Okay, so we have two cubes. So the length of each side of cube Z is twice the length of each side of cube Y. So let me just draw a cube. Oh, let me see if I can do this properly. All right, so let us say this is our cube. All right, so they're talking about surface area. So let me just draw these imaginary lines so you can actually see through the entire diagram. All right, so you know a cube is like a square. You know, all sides are equal. All right, so each face of this cube is a square. So let us look at cube Y. Let us assume that the length of one side is 1 centimeter. All right, so that's 1 centimeter. So the other side has to be 1 centimeter. So the surface area of this face is going to be 1 times 1, which is 1 centimeter square. All right. So the surface area of one of the faces of the cube is 1 centimeter square. So how much face or sides does a cube have? All right, a cube has 6 sides. All right. So let's so it's like at the front, at the back, at the left side, the right side, top, and the bottom. So that's 6 sides. So if one side is 1 centimeter square, that means the total surface area of the cube would be 6 times 1 centimeter square, which is 6 centimeter square. All right. So I just made up a number. I just call it 1. All right. But if you notice, it says they give you 2 cubes. All right. And cube Z is twice the length of cube Y. All right. So if I assume that the length of cube Y is 1 centimeter, then twice that would have been what? 2 centimeter. All right. So what we're going to do is that we're going to work out the total surface area of the cube when it is 2 centimeter, and then that will take us to cube Z. All right. So to get the area of one side or one face of cube Z would be 2 times 2, length times width, which is 4 centimeter square. So the area of one of the sides of cube Z would have been 4. All right. How much sides? Oh, sorry. How much faces does cube Z have? The 6. So 4 6 is 24. So the total surface area of cube Z would have been 24. All right. All right. So this is the ratio of cube Y to cube Z. Now, if I divide everything by 6, I will get 1 to 4. All right. So that's our ratio. It's a 1 to 4 ratio. Remember, you can choose numbers, you know. So for example, if I had chosen say 4 for the length of one side for Y, Z would have been twice 4, which is 8. But just choose some simple numbers, all right? All right. Okay, let's look at question 59. All right, so let's look at 59. Sorry about that. All right, so it says a cylinder. All right, so let me draw a cylinder. Has a diameter of 14 centimeters. So that's our center. So if the diameter is 14, that means that the radius is what? Is 7. All right. And it has a height of what? 5. All right. It says, what is the volume of each part? What am I talking about now? Oh, it's divided into 2 equal parts. So basically, the cylinder they're divided into two equal parts. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the volume of the entire thing, and let's divide it by 2. All right, so the formula to find the volume of a cylinder is V equal pi r squared h. All right, so let me erase this because I need some space. So now that you know what is the shape like and what we're looking at, so I'm gonna get rid of that to accommodate some space. All right, so they tell us to use pi is equal to 20/7, so we have 22/7 multiplied by r squared, which should have been 7. So r squared is 7 squared, which is 49. Or you could just write 7 times 7 multiplied by the height, which is 5. All right, as you can see, those will cancel. So we're going to multiply 22 times 7 times 5, and that is 770. All right, but they said that they divide the cylinder into what? 2 equal parts. So we're just going to divide this by 2, and we'll get 385 centimeter cube. All right, so that's our answer. All right, so let's see if we can really do these 2 questions quickly. So a bicycle wheel has a radius of 21 centimeter. So how far can it travel in 10 revolutions? So we're looking at, so we have a bicycle here, all right? And we want to see how far it can travel. So one revolution is like you start here and you go all the way around and you move the bicycle one place. All right? And that's one revolution. So what we need to do is to find a distance around that wheel, which is circumference of a circle. So, and the formula is C is equal to 2 pi r and yet again they insist on us to take pi as 22/7 and the radius is 21. So let's quick cancellation here. 7 21 goes 3. So when we work out that, that's going to be 2 times 22, which is 44. 44 times 3 is 132. All right. So the circumference of the bicycle is 132. The distance around it. So you're going to spin it 10 times. So all you need to do is multiply 132 times 10, which is 1,320 centimeters. All right. So that's that. Okay, let's quickly look at this. Okay, so it says a living room measures 14 by 9 meters. So let's say we have this room here. So let's say this, I'm going to give the longest side of 14. And that's what, 9. So it's a rectangular room. So there's a rug. So we have a rug, right? That measures 8 by 6.5. It's a big rug, right? So this is our rug, all right? What is the area of the floor that's not covered? So the area that's not covered by the rug would be everything else, isn't true? So they give us a dimension of the rug, all right, which is 8 by 6.5 or 6.5. So what we need to do, find the area of the rug, find the area of the room, and then subtract them. All right, so the area of the room, it's a rectangle, so it's length times width. So it's 14 times 9. And 14 times 9 is 126 centimeter square. All right, that's the room. The rug now is 8 times 6.5, which is 52 meters square. All right, I want to subtract 52 from 126. What do we get? We get 74. So the answer there is 74.